it up, banks it in for 2. Back the other way, Audrain with the ball. Well, Texoma, the home team, but in their red as Turpin was the top-seeded team in this tournament. So Texoma home crowd getting to see their team wear red on their home floor. Sheets with the ball, loses control. Weber with the steal. Errant pass, though. Audrain picks it up, banks it in. We're tied up at 2 apiece, 1 minute in. Full court pressure again by the Lady Red Devils. Ball over to Aquino. Now Leonard with the ball. She'll back it out, top of the key. They'll set up their offense, double high post. Buller slides down. Now Weber with the ball, gets it over to Leonard. Back up top to Jones. Jones leaves it for Leonard. Cut off, back to Weber. Lost it for a second, but gathered it back in. And that's going to be a foul called on Whitfield. That will be her first, team's first foul. Ball tipped away by Sheets, ball out of bounds. They'll say it will stay with Turpin. But two teams you do not expect to see each other this early in playoff basketball. A 19-4 team and a 20-2 team. That's usually saved at least for the regionals. Tapped away by Elliott, but Jones able to gather it in before it's lost. Long pass intercepted by Sheets, as that was an ill-advised backdoor pass to Aquino. Pass tipped out of bounds as Barry tried to grab it. Looked like it was probably intended for Whitfield. Back over to Turpin. 6:03, so both of these offenses trying to feel their way out against really tough defenses. Audrain poked that one away. It's going to be a 10-second issue here, and Leonard gets it across in time. Spins, kicks out. Aquino looked at the three. Now she'll look to drive. Double team back outside to Leonard. Puts up the wing three off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Sheets. Elliott brings it up, pushes ahead. Looks at the three, passes it up. Now Barry with the drive. Baseline to Sheets. Goes baseline and gets it to fall in. 4-2, first lead for Texoma. 5:20 to play, first quarter, across the timeline. Jones with it, across the lane, back to Jones, lays it up and in. We're tied back up at 4 apiece. Barry up top with it, guarded by Weber. Hand off to Elliott. Elliott kicks it across the lane to Sheets, puts up the 12-footer, no good. Buller with the rebound, quickly gets it over to Weber. Leonard, long pass ahead. Jones wide open in the backcourt, or in the front court for the easy lay-in. 6-4, Turpin with the lead, 4:39 to play. Drive by Audrain. Banks it up and in with the floater, tied back up at 6 apiece with 4.5 to play. Leonard across the timeline. Skip pass over to Jones, too far behind her. Turned back over to Texhoma. Couple of subs into the game for the Cardinals. A sophomore, number 3, Abby Buller, and a junior, number 5, Shelby Moses. Turpin, a fairly deep bench. Texhoma, they've got a decent bench as well. Barry with the drive to the block, banks it, no good. Rebounded by Moses, but went off of her leg as it looked like it was maybe knocked out of her hands. The last touch by her, so it will stay with Texhoma. They'll inbound underneath, get it to Whitfield, now back up to Sheets. Sheets spins in the lane, can't get it loose. Moses knocks it away. Sheets takes the shot, no good. Out of bounds and turned back over to Turpin. First sub for the Lady Red Devils, the senior number 1, Macy Davidson. Ball into Aquino. Now Abby Buller Skip pass to Aquino. Drives to the block. Puts it up. No good. Rebounded by Davidson. Barry pushes ahead. All the way to the block. Cut off there. Shot no good. Ball on the floor. That'll be a jump ball, and it will stay with Texhoma. Elliott to inbound. Gets it out top to Audrain. Drives in the lane. Dumps it off outside, or just lost control of it. There was nobody over there. Ball turned back over to the Lady Cardinals. 3:28 left here in the first quarter. Still tied up 6 apiece. Jones with the ball. Up ahead to Aquino. They've got numbers. Passes it ahead to Moses, but Elliott. Now Abby Buller gets it back. Gets it to Aquino, who lays it up and in. 8-6 Turpin. 3:16 to play. Barry with the drive, finds a gap, puts it up just outside the lane. Can't get it to drop in. Leonard with the rebound. Gets it to Aquino, picks up her dribble. Double team, gets it to Leonard. Skip pass to Abby Buller, can't chase it down. Turnover, back to Texhoma. Checking in for the Lady Red Devils, a senior, number 25, Zoe Bonilla. Barry at the point, guarded there by Abby Buller. And that's going to be a double dribble. So both teams continue to have turnover issues. Now in a sophomore, number 3, Abigail Ortega enters for the first time for Texhoma. All inbounded to Abby Buller, and she's going to be called for the travel. Maybe some jitters from both of these teams. Audrain with the ball up top. Gets it to Elliott. Tipped away, though, by Leonard. Aquino with the ball. Drives all the way in. Pass back outside. Moses at the high post. Leonard, top of the key, 3. Can't get it to go. Moses with the rebound. Can't get the putback. Audrain with the rebound. She's going to be tied up. Gets it away, though. Bonilla grabs the loose ball. Pass up ahead to Ortega. Can't control it. Saves it from going out of bounds, but Aquino grabs the ball. Passes ahead to Leonard. A little bit of chaos out here in this first quarter. 2 to play. Still here first quarter. Tapped away from Leonard. Brings it back in. She'll leave it outside for Jones. Handoff to Aquino. Aquino faces up. Gets it to Moses. Goes across the lane, puts it high off the glass. No good. Elliott with the rebound on the backside. Elliott backs him off. Pulls back up for the 3. Nothing but net. First 3 of the game. And Texhoma takes the lead 9-8 with a minute and a half left to play here first quarter. Leonard gets it to Abby Buller at the high post. Hand off to Jones. 3 from the corner from Leonard, and she answers with a 3. Turpin retakes the lead, 11-9. 1:10 left first quarter. Bonilla out front, guarded by Buller. Pass over to Davidson. Looking for Audrain inside, back outside, intercepted by Jones. Pass to Moses, too far behind her, turnover. Back over to Texhoma, now checking in. A junior, number 13, Brianna Barrett. And Sheets checks back in for Texhoma. Bonilla gets it over to Sheets. Back up top to Elliott. Elliott beats her defender momentarily, gets it to Sheets in the short corner. Shot up by Sheets, no good. Bonilla with the putback. Tied up at 11. 30 seconds left here in the first quarter. Aquino brings it up against Ortega. Barrett now with the ball out top. Now to Moses, back to Barrett. Now over to Abby Buller. Goes to the baseline, splits the defenders, Down low to Moses, shot blocked, but a foul is going to be called. That will be on Carly Sheets, her first, team second. Turpin still with no fouls. 9.7 seconds left here first quarter. Shelby Moses at the line, sinks the first one. Second shot, high archer, drops in for Moses. Ball inbounded to Ortega, now to Audrain. 5 seconds left, comes off the screen. Can't find an opening, 2 seconds, pass out of bounds. Back over to Turpin with 0.5 seconds left on the clock. Ball inbounded to Leonard, and that one well short. And after 1 quarter of play, the Turpin Lady Cardinals lead the Texoma Lady Red Devils 13-11.
Every day someone needs me to fix the Wi-Fi, but they bought a router when I was 4. That's like 96 in router years. Watch this. Mom, don't you need my help?
Nope, we just got PTCI's whole home Wi-Fi. So now you have time to clean your room.
Ugh.
With PTCI's whole home Wi-Fi, you get hassle-free, worry-free Wi-Fi free for 3 whole months.
Go to ptci.net or call 800-562-2556.
Introducing PTCI's new Totally Unlimited Bundle. Save up to $45.95 per month on your PTCI bill. Now get the best of both worlds with unlimited cellular data and unlimited gig speed fiber internet. No cap.
No cap.
Now, work, play, stream, and game with PTCI's Totally Unlimited Bundle. Sign up today at your local PTCI store or call 800-562-2556.
Some restrictions apply.
And we are back ready for the second quarter. Of course, Turpin received the bye in the first round of district play. Texoma last night defeated Moreland 49-23. They really dominated that one. Kept Moreland scoreless for over 12 minutes to start that game. So back to the action here. Leonard with the ball. Gets it over to Buller. Buller back outside to Jones. Gets a screen from Barrett. Leaves it for Leonard. Now to Moses. Into the corner to Jones, who looks to drive. Now she'll back it out. Guarded tightly there by Audrain. Back over to Leonard. Double team back over to Jones. Into Moses. Had it tapped away by Sheets. That one knocked out of bounds out of the hands of Barry, but it will stay with Texoma. Ball high post to Sheets. Looks handoff to Audrain. Down low, double team though. Back outside, Elliott, deep three. No good, rebound by Leonard. Pass up ahead to Jones. They've got numbers with Moses. Moses puts up the shot. Gets the shot to go, but they'll call her for the charge. That's her first, team's first foul. Sheets with the ball at the point. Gets it over to Whitfield, ball knocked away. Moses with it, gets it over to Jones. Jones pulls up from 15, it's good. 15-11 now the lead with 6.5 to play here in the first half. These two teams have met twice this season. Turpin won both. Close games though. Elliott goes baseline and gets it to roll over the rim. We're back to a 2-point game. Now Leonard with it. Back to Abby Buller. Gets it up to Jones. Back outside to Abby Buller. Pulls up for the long two, no good. Rebound by Elliott. They'll push across midcourt. kicks it outside. Audrain open for three. No good. Moses with the rebound, gets it quickly to Leonard. Now to Jones. Now Leonard picks up her dribble across the timeline to Abby Buller. Audrain knocked it away momentarily, gets it to Moses, who lays it up off the glass and in. Nice touch on that one, 17-13. Now the Lady Cardinal lead with 5.5 to play. Drive by Elliott as she beats her defender, loses control of the ball, throws it off of Abby Buller, so it'll stay Texhoma ball. Weber and Aquino return to the game for Turpin. And also checking in for the first time for Texhoma, a junior number 33, Charlie Thrasher. 5:18 on the first half clock. Ball into Sheets at the high post, dribbles in, ball knocked away. Weber comes away with it, gets it off to Aquino. Tipped away momentarily by Sheets. Now Jones. Tried to pass it through to Barron. Ill-advised pass as there were several Texhoma players. Back all the way, Barry dumps it outside to Audrain. Pulls up free throw line. Drops it in. 17-15 now, the score. 4:45 to play. Aquino across midcourt. Across the lane to Barron, high off the glass. Drops it up and in. 19-15 now, 4.5 to play, first half. Barry, hesitation, drive to the hoop, and draws the blocking foul on Barrett. That will be her first, team second. So both teams now with 2 fouls apiece here in the half. Nobody with more than one. First one from Barry is good. Jenna Buller checks back into the game for the Lady Cardinals. Moses will get a rest. Barry makes them both. We're back to a 2-point game, 19-17. Aquino to Jones, over to Weber. Back to Jones, and Weber across the timeline with it. Now to Buller, back outside to Aquino, who dives inside, draws contact, no good. Ball bounces around, rebound grabbed by Whitfield. Now Audrain with it, hesitation, drives to the block, kicks outside to Thrasher. Now Barry kicks it outside to Sheets, cut off there by Buller. Pass stolen away by Barrett. She'll have to pick it up though. Now Jenna Buller with it on the wing, back up top to Weber. Aquino comes off the screen. Outside to Weber. 3.5 to play in the first half. Picks up her dribble, tried to get it to Jenna Buller, and a foul is going to be called. And that's going to be on Whitfield. That will be her second. Team's third. Leonard returns to the game for Turpin. Davidson and Elliott back into the game for Texhoma. 3:26 on the second quarter clock. Ball stolen away by Buller. Breaks into the open court and knocked away by Aquino. Ball will stay with Texhoma, but good job there to knock it away without drawing contact on the arm and getting called for the foul. 3:21 still to play in the second quarter. Ball out front to Davidson. She'll leave it for Bonilla. Now over to Elliott. Elliott in the lane, puts up the hook, gets it to drop in, and we're tied up at 19 apiece. 3 minutes to play in the first half. Leonard out front with it. Stops at the free throw line. Hand off to Jones. Drives to the block. Now she'll back out. Weber finds an alley. Drives to the hoop. Left it short. Rebounded, though, by Jenna Buller. Three-pointer from Jones, too strong. Elliott with the rebound on the backside. Elliott with the drive, and a block by Leonard. Pass out to Buller. They've got 2-on-1 with Aquino. Over to Aquino, back to Buller. Lays it off the glass, can't get it to go. Bonilla with the rebound. And a foul. Buller's going to be called for the foul. That'll be her first. Team's third. Moses back in for Turpin. Audrain back in for Texhoma. 2:22 left to play in this tie game before halftime. Barry drives, kicks back out to Elliott on the handoff. Off the screen. Off a very good screen there by Davidson. Long three by Elliott. Nothing but net. Her second of the game. 22-19. Ball to Weber across the timeline. Now back to Aquino. Aquino drives left-handed. No good on the shot. Rebounded by Barry. Barry races across the timeline. Kicks it outside. Bonilla, deep three. Nothing but net as well. 25-19, largest lead of the game for Texoma with 1.5 minutes left in the first half. Leonard with the ball now. Now to Moses. Kicks it through to Aquino, back outside. Weber puts up the wing three. Nothing but net. 25-22. 1:12 to go here in the first half. Elliott out front with the ball, guarded by Muller. Over to Bonilla. Now back to Elliott. Elliott with the drive, beats her defender. Moses steps in front of the pass, ball knocked loose. Audrain comes away with it. Skip pass over to Bonilla, puts up the wing three. No good, rebound by Leonard. Now Aquino with it, just over 30 seconds left in the half. Outside to Weber. Now over to Leonard. Long two, left it short. Jenna Buller with the putback underneath. We're back to a 1-point game. Texoma leads 25-24. Under 20 seconds left here in the half. Now at 12, drive, kicks across the lane. Barry wide open, lays it up and in. 7 seconds left, into Leonard, up to Aquino, 3 seconds. Puts up the runner, no good. We head to the half. Texoma leads Turpin 27-24. We'll be back with the second half. And we welcome you back to Texoma High School. Texoma with a 27-24 lead here in the Class A Area 1 District 3 championship game. Both of these teams, as we mentioned, will move on to the regional. Now, there will be one will be in the winner's bracket and one in the losers. So, double elimination in the Oklahoma playoffs other than that first day. So, leading scorers for each team in that first half. Kennedy Elliott is the only person for either team in double figures with 10. Cody Audrain with 6. Zoe Bonilla off the bench with 5. For Turpin, their leading scorer, Callie Jones with 6. And Shelby Moses with 4. And also Allison Weber with 5. Texoma with the opening possession. Barry with it, gets it to Elliott on the high post. She goes baselines, or drives down, knocked out of her hands. Barry gets the loose ball. Back to Barry. Gets it over to Audrain. Now back outside, Whitfield over to Audrain. Audrain looking for a gap, goes down the left-hand side, floats it up there, no good. Jenna Buller with the rebound. Outlet pass to Aquino, up to Leonard. Leonard, hand off to Jones, back to Leonard in the corner. Now to Buller. Buller looked, and they'll call her for the travel. 1 minute into this second half. Barry gets it up to Sheets. Sheets with the drive and gets it to drop in and draws the blocking foul. Foul will be on Aquino. That will be her first, team's first of the half. Sheets, no good as it rims out. Rebound by Leonard, gets it up to Aquino. Now Leonard passes it up to Jones. Back to Leonard at the point. Guarded there tightly by Whitfield. Over to Weber. Buller to Aquino in the corner. She'll drive baseline. Puts it up. Can't get it to drop in. Whitfield with the rebound. Elliott now with the ball. Sheets down to Barry along the baseline. Back to Sheets on the wing. And no good on the shot. Rebounded by Whitfield. No good. Ball knocked back to Whitfield. No good again. Foul will be called on Whitfield. That will be her third personal foul. Team's first of the half. Aquino's going to be tied up there by Audrain. That'll force a jump ball. Arrow points in favor of the Lady Cardinals, so they will keep possession. Full court pressure again by Texhoma. Ball into Leonard, knocked away by Audrain. It will stay with Turpin. Ball into Leonard. Leonard brings it across. Picks up her dribble over to Jones back up top. Through to Weber, who lays it up off the glass and in. Asa Tard tumbled to the ground. And they'll take a timeout, 5:31 to play. 29-26 the lead for Texhoma. on the bench, but looks like she's in a bit of pain there. Moses comes in her spot. So Barry with the ball. At the high post to Audrain, dumps it to Elliott. Back outside to Audrain. Splits the defenders, pulls up baseline, left it short. Moses with the rebound. Now Aquino brings it across the timeline, guarded tightly there by Barry. Jones with the ball now to Leonard. Aquino on the wing, tried to get it to Buller, ball out of bounds. Not sure where the confusion was there, but ball goes out of bounds without being touched after the pass. Ball back over to Texhoma. Sheets with the ball. Coach Broadhead calls out what he wants. Ball into the corner. Barry on the block, no good. Leonard saves that one from going out of bounds as Jones couldn't handle it on the rebound. Long pass ahead to Buller, trying to chase it down, but Audrain able to get the loose ball. Tipped away by Jones momentarily. And a blocking foul on Leonard. Timeout on the floor, 4:21 left in the third quarter. Texhoma leads Turpin 31-26.
Introducing PTCI's new totally unlimited bundle. Save up to $45.95 per month on your PTCI bill. Now get the best of both worlds with unlimited cellular data and unlimited gig speed fiber internet. No cap.
No cap.
Now, work, play, stream, and game with PTCI's totally unlimited bundle. Sign up today at your local PTCI store or call 800-562-2556.
Some restrictions apply.
So back out on the floor, Audrain at the line for the and one free throw. And it is good. 32-26 now the lead for Texhoma. Jones across the timeline up to Aquino. Off to Moses in the lane. Shot blocked, but a foul will be called. That will be on number 22, Kennedy Elliott. That will be her first foul. Team's second of the half. That foul called earlier on Riley Leonard. That was her first as well. Rimmed out on the first one from Moses. 4:11 left here, third quarter. 6-point lead for Texhoma. Misses the second as well off the back iron. Audrain with the rebound. Now over to Whitfield, now to Elliott. Sheets with it on the wing now, looks to drive, cut off there by Moses. Puts up the shot, no good, tipped out. Aquino grabs it. Abby Buller across the timeline, back to Aquino. Leonard looks at the deep wing three, nothing but net. 32-29 now the score, 3.5 to play. Long pass ahead to Elliott at the block, puts it up, no good. Rebound by Barry, knocked away by Aquino. To Moses, up to Jones, ball knocked loose. Leonard gets it just before Sheets can grab it. Back outside to Aquino for three, no good. Leonard with the rebound, puts it up, falling down, no good, but does draw a foul. She'll go to the line for 2 shots. And that is going to be on Whitfield. Taylor Whitfield called for her 4th foul, team's 3rd. Leonard misses the first free throw. Davidson and Bonilla return to the game for Texhoma. Leonard gets the second one. 32-30 now the lead for the Lady Red Devils. Full court pressure from Turpin. Barry across the timeline. Goes all the way to the baseline, passes it in the lane. Off of the leg of Buller. Leonard grabs the loose ball. Up ahead to Jones, puts up the three. It's good! Turpin takes the lead. 33-32. We've got a timeout on the floor with 2:53 left in the third.
Introducing PTCI's new totally unlimited bundle. Save up to $45.95 per month on your PTCI bill. Now get the best of both worlds with unlimited cellular data and unlimited gig speed fiber internet. No cap.
No cap.
Now, work, play, stream, and game with PTCI's totally unlimited bundle. Sign up today at your local PTCI store or call 800-562-2556.
Some restrictions apply.
So out of the timeout, Texoma with possession of the ball. Turpin in possession of a 1-point lead. Texoma just led by as many as 6 not that long ago. Barry will bring it across. Abby Buller out to guard out front. Ball over to Davidson, into the corner to Bonilla. Out to Elliott. Elliott dives inside, pass back outside to Davidson. Now Bonilla up top with it. Audrain with it on the left wing. Into the post to Elliott. Double team there. Kicks it across the lane to Davidson. Back outside to Bonilla. Now Audrain with it on the wing. Looks to go baseline. Backs out over the top. Moses knocks it away. Ball over to Turpin. Last touch by Davidson as Moses knocked the ball loose. Abby Buller with the ball. Leaves it for Jones. Leonard. Back outside to Buller. Now to Jones. Leonard inside to Moses. Banks it up, no good. Elliott with the rebound. Takes off across midcourt. Leaves it outside for Bonilla. Wide open for three. She drains it. Texoma retakes the lead, 35-33 with a minute and a half left, third quarter. Jones leaves it for Leonard. Across the lane, Abby Buller up and in. We're tied up again at 35. Elliott outside to Barry. Barry drives in the lane, cuts back outside. Keno got a hand on that one, made her pick up her dribble. Elliott now, deep three, no good. Rebound by Leonard. Pass ahead to Moses. Turpin's got 3 on 2. Moses dumps it outside. Aquino open for 3. She drains it. Turpin retakes the lead, 38-35. Under a minute left here in the third. Bonilla leaves it outside for Elliott. Jones guarding tightly. Pass inside, ball kicked. It will remain Texoma ball. Sheets returns to the game. They'll inbound underneath their own basket. All the way outside to Audrain. Leaves it for Elliott. Forced her to go left into the paint. Ball tipped by Moses again. Abby Buller grabs it. Up ahead to Leonard. Ball tipped though by Elliott. Bonilla saves it from going out of bounds. Great play there. Sheets with it back the other way. All the way to the block. Can't get it to go, but she draws the foul on Aquino. That will be Aquino's second foul. Team's third. So Carly Sheets at the line for 2 shots. Makes the first. Ortega and Thrasher back into the game for the Lady Red Devils. 11.7 seconds left here in the third quarter. Second one good. 1 point game. Turpin leads. Inbounded to Leonard. Guarded tightly there. Audrain almost had it. Leonard brings it across the timeline. 5 seconds. Over to Abby Bullard. Now to Aquino. Tries to come off the screen. Back to Moses. Knocked away, though, by Ortega. And we head to the fourth. The Turpin Lady Cardinals lead the Texoma Lady Red Devils 38-37. And we are back, ready for the start of the fourth quarter. Texhoma will have possession of the ball. They trail Turpin by 1. Some of the other area teams playing right now in championship games. Balco girls well on their way, leading Medford 52-8. Ball knocked loose from Elliott. Loose on the floor. Ortega knocked away by Abby Buller, but able to bring it in. Audrain from NBA range, no good. Elliott with the rebound puts it up, no good. Aquino with the rebound. Outlet pass to Jones. Jones stepped on the line, turned it back over to Texhoma. Also Arnett, one of the top teams in Class B, beating Goodwell's girls 42-8 right now. Forgan leads Buffalo 21-16. Boys City leads Tyrone at the half 27-22. Sheets with the ball. Gets it to Elliott, finds a gap, puts it up off the glass, no good. Ball bounding around. Abby Buller comes away with it. And a foul after that. They'll call that one on Sheets. That will be her second, team's fourth foul. Laverne losing to Woodland 18-12 at the half. The other Class A team from our area. Aquino over to Leonard. Now back to Aquino. To the block, tried to go up and underneath. Sheets blocked that part partially. Elliott grabs the loose ball. Audrain with it on the wing. Back to Elliott on the block. Splits the defenders, falls down though. Ortega with the ball. They'll call her for the travel. And Whitfield will come back into the game with 4 fouls. 6:57 left here in the fourth. Winner will advance to the regional winners bracket. The loser, they'll be on the elimination side of the bracket. They'll advance too, but just have a harder road. Jones for 3, off the rim, no good. Abby Buller with the rebound and the putback, 40-37. Elliott brings it up for the Lady Red Devils. Over to Whitfield. Back to Elliott out front. Now back to Whitfield. Now back to Elliott. Trying to get the ball to Sheets. Tapped away by Aquino. Barrett grabs the loose ball. Across the timeline is Aquino. Passes it to Leonard. To the block. Puts it up. No good. Audrain tips it to herself for the rebound. Audrain spins, free throw line, comes off, baseline jumper, gets it to rattle home. We're back to a 1-point game, 40-39. Leonard out front with it, leaves it for Jones. Now to Aquino. Aquino spins into the lane, finds a gap, puts it up, no good. Rebound by Elliott. He fought hard for that one. Tipped away, though, by Aquino. She chases down the loose ball. So the steal by Aquino. She's got the ball again. Now to Leonard. Back to Aquino. Tapped away momentarily by Sheets. Back out top to Jones. 5 to play. Just a 1-point lead. Abby Buller turns inside, and a foul will be called on Elliott. That'll be her second, team's 5th. Off the screen goes Aquino. Finds Leonard open on the opposite side for 3. No good. Rebound by Elliott. She's got a bunch of them tonight. Takes it across the timeline, kicks it outside to Audrain. Finds a gap, drives to the hoop, left-handed layup and in. Texhoma takes the lead. We've got a timeout on the floor. 4:35 left to play. Texhoma leads Turpin 41-40.
Every day someone needs me to fix the Wi-Fi, but they bought a router when I was 4. That's like 96 in router years. Watch this. Mom, don't you need my help?
Nope, we just got PTCI's whole home Wi-Fi. So now you have time to clean your room.
Ugh.
With PTCI's whole home Wi-Fi, you get hassle-free, worry-free Wi-Fi free for 3 whole months.
Go to ptci.net or call 800-562-2556.
Introducing PTCI's new totally unlimited bundle. Save up to $45.95 per month on your PTCI bill. Now get the best of both worlds with unlimited cellular data and unlimited gig speed fiber internet. No cap.
No cap.
Now, work, play, stream, and game with PTCI's totally unlimited bundle. Sign up today at your local PTCI store or call 800-562-2556.
Some restrictions apply.
And we are back. It'll be Turpin ball out of the timeout, trailing Texhoma by 1. Oregon now leading Buffalo in Class B district championship there, 29-19. Laverne still trailing in Class A to Woodland, 29-26 at the start of the 4th quarter. Boys City now leading Tyrone 36-31. Leonard to Aquino on the wing. She gets a screen from Barrett, pulls back out for 3. Can't get it to drop in. Rebound by Barry. She'll leave it for Audrain, who will walk it across. Gets a screen from Sheets, finds a gap, drives in the hoop. Euro step, left it short though. Barrett with the rebound. Leonard now on the outlet pass. They'll slow it down as they didn't have numbers. Jones with the ball out top, leaves it for Aquino. Aquino drives in the lane, comes out the screen, back outside to Leonard. Jones, wing 3, no good. Rebounded by Sheets on the backside. Elliott brings it across the timeline. Gets the screen, now dumps it off to Barry in the deep corner. She brings it back out top. 3.5 to play. Jones knocks it away. Leonard grabs it, throws it ahead to Jones. Jones drives in, right-handed, left-handed layup. Can't get it to go. Ball out of bounds. Barrett couldn't grab it. It touched the line. Back over to Texhoma. Full court pressure. Or man pressure by Turpin. 3:15 to play. Barry drives in the lane, kicks out. Whitfield drives in, back to Barry. Baseline shot, banks it up and in. 43-40, now the lead for Texhoma. Aquino, backdoor pass to Leonard. Gets it to drop in. Timeout on the floor, 2:51 to play. Texhoma leads Turpin 43-42. So out of the timeout, Texhoma ball. They lead by 1. 2:51 left in this district championship game. Ball inbounded to Elliott. Back to Audrain. Leonard guarding. Brings it across the timeline. Gets the screen from Sheets. Back to Sheets in the lane. Blocked by Weber. Leonard gives it back to Aquino. High post to Shelby Moses. Faces up, back outside to Aquino. Comes off the screen. Now to Jones. Now Leonard. Back to Aquino, drives in, finds a gap, lays it up and in. Turpin retakes the lead, 44-43, just over 2 to play. Elliott with the ball. Leaves it outside for Bonilla. Backdoor pass stolen by Moses. She'll leave it for Jones. Now Leonard up to Aquino. Now Leonard with it on the wing, back to Aquino. Dives in, now to Moses. Back outside to Aquino. Leaves it for Jones. 1.5 minutes left. Leaves it for Aquino. Down to Moses, and that's going to be a foul on Sheets. That will be her third, team 6th foul. Barry will return to the game for Texhoma as Bonilla checks out. .122 left to play. Ball into Aquino, now to Jones. Back to Weber. Leaves it for Leonard. Now to Moses. Lays it up and in. 46-43, Turpin leads. 1 minute to play. Barry brings it up. Kicks it over on the wing. Sheets to the hoop. Lost control. Stepped on the line. A travel call. Turn back over to Turpin. Ortega checks in. She'll check in for Whitfield. I'm sure that's an offensive defensive as Whitfield with those 4 fouls. 58 seconds on the clock. Inbounded to Weber. Back quickly to Leonard. Now back to Weber. Pass out to Jones. That was close. Cross-court pass to Aquino. She's going to be fouled by Sheets. That will be her 4th, and that will be the team's 7th. So Aquino will go to the line for the 1-and-1 with 47.8 left to play. And we've got a timeout on the floor. 47.8 seconds left here in the girls' District 3 championship. Turpin leads 46-43 over Texhoma. So out of the timeout, Lizette Aquino at the line. 1-and-1. Turpin leads by 3. Aquino's first free throw, nothing but net. Whitfield has checked back in since it's more of an offensive set for Texhoma now. Makes them both for Aquino, 48-43. Barry with the ball, up to Audrain, guarded by Leonard. She'll get the screen, comes off of it. Jones now guarding her. Ball tipped away. Moses had grabbed it but stepped on the line, so it will stay with Texoma, avoiding the turnover. Timeout on the floor, 39.6 left to play. Turpin leads by 5. Texoma with the ball. L inbound underneath their own basket. Ball passed in to Elliott at the high post, drives to the block, puts it up, and Weber will be called for the foul. That'll be her first, team's 4th foul, so Elliott at the line for 2 shots. First one, she drains it. 35.7 on the clock. Ortega will check back in for Bonilla. Elliott trying to make it a 1-score. Gay gets them both. 48-45, full court pressure. Jones, long pass ahead to Moses, who's wide open. Lays it up and in. 50-45, 30 seconds left. Elliott with the ball. Deep 3, no good. Aquino with the rebound, and she's fouled. And they'll call the intentional too, it looks like. Referees discussing. I imagine they're wanting to make sure they saw the same thing before you call it intentional. You want to make sure that's absolutely necessary. Foul will be on Carly Sheets, and that will be her 5th, team's 8th foul. So Sheets will have to check out of the game. In her spot will be Taylor Whitfield, who checks in with 4. And Lizette Aquino at the line again. Gets the shooter's roll. 18.6, Bonilla will check in for Ortega. Timeout on the floor, 18.6 seconds left. Turpin 51, Texoma 45. So back out on the floor. Aquino at the line for her second shot. It's good, 52-45. Ball inbounded to Audrain. Cross midcourt, gets a screen from Elliott, trying to find a gap, puts up a three, no good. Bonilla saves it from going out of bounds, but Jones grabs it. 7 seconds left and a foul by Bonilla against Leonard, so they'll walk to the other end and Leonard will shoot. That is foul number 1 on Bonilla, team's 9th. 6.9 seconds left. First one rims out, grabbed by Whitfield. Brings it across the timeline. 2 seconds, and they won't get one off. The Turpin Lady Cardinals are district champs. They have defeated the Texoma Lady Red Devils 51-45. Just a fantastic championship game. As we mentioned, both of these teams will move on. Texoma's going to have to take the longer distance road, as both of these teams will move on to the regional tournament. And we'll have the presentation here of the runner-up and championship trophies.
Advancing to regionals, those games taking place in Moreland.
Championship plaque for her team. And they'll make sure to get some pictures of that. They will be moving on. Both teams we mentioned, they'll play at the Moreland Regional coming up. Texhoma will play in the afternoon at 1:30, and Turpin will play in the winner's bracket at 6:30. Stick around, folks. Texhoma boys taking on the Moreland boys in the District 3 championship on the boys' side. Coming up next. District championship between the Moreland Bearcats and the Texoma Red Devils.
And number 15, Grayson Pittman.
As starters for the visitors from Moreland, number 2, Stetson Roper. Number 3, Brennan Scarborough.
Starters for the Red Devils, the senior, number 2,
Number 11, Cooper White. Number 12, David Cronister. Number 15, Grayson Pittman. The Bearcats are coached by head coach Tyler Bates.
number 31, Jerry Hernandez.
And now the starting lineup for the Texoma Red Devils.
Number 35, the junior,
A senior, number 2, Carson Elliott. A junior, number 4, Jose Garay. A junior, number 23, Derek Keenan. A sophomore, number 31, Jerry Hernandez. And a junior, number 35, Joe Hernandez. The Red Devils are coached by head coach Greg Higgins. He is assisted by Cash Overton and Brady Mitchell. Texoma comes into this game 17-5. Moreland, after defeating Turpin last night 40-32, now sits at 13-9. Whereas both of these teams, just like the girls' game, will advance. The winner just has a upper hand that they don't have a loss in the double elimination Oklahoma playoffs. And we are just about ready for the tip. Joe Hernandez and Pittman will jump. And Joe Hernandez wins that for the Red Devils. He'll leave it for Garay. Garay off to Keenan. Now to Hernandez, down to Joe Hernandez. Had it tapped away by Cronister. Joe Hernandez able to get it back outside to Garay, who drives in, dumps it back as he draws the defense to Joe Hernandez. Missed the shot. White with the rebound for Moreland. Now outside, Brennan Scarborough. Over to White, opposite side to Roper. They'll pass it to Cronister. Kicks it back outside, Roper back with it again. Now White drives, free throw line shot. No good on the bank. Rebound and picked up by Keenan. He'll get it over to Elliott. Now to Jerry Hernandez. Over to Garay. Garay looked at the three, passes it up, gives it to Keenan. Jerry Hernandez with the drive to the block, puts it up on the left side, no good. Joe Hernandez with the rebound, gets it back down to Jerry Hernandez. No good on the shot, tipped away by White to Roper. Foul will be called on Elliott. That'll be his first foul, team's first foul. Roper will walk it up. Over to Brennan Scarborough. Now back to Roper. Down to Pittman, back to Roper, free throw line shot. No good on the jumper, rebounded by Joe Hernandez. Outlet pass to Garay, up to Elliott. Looks to go baseline, up and underneath, puts it high, no good. Pittman grabs the loose ball. And gives it off to Roper, who will bring it up. Now Cronister with it on the wing. Gets it back to Pittman on the block. Goes baseline side, will be called for the travel. Ball back over to Texoma. Still waiting on our first points, 5:51 to play. Garay out front. Now Elliott gives it to Joe Hernandez, faces up. Dribbles into the lane, puts up the floater, no good. Jerry Hernandez tried to save it, but stepped on the line. Ball back over to Moreland. Full court pressure. They'll allow Roper to walk it up. Brennan Scarborough with it, gets the screen from White. Spins at the free throw line, tried to dump it down to him. Stolen away, though, by Jerry Hernandez. Now Elliott with the ball. Garay on the wing. Joe Hernandez, three-pointer from the top of the key. It's good. 3-0 Texoma, 5 minutes to play, first quarter. Cronister over to Pittman. Brennan Scarborough gets it to White at the high post. Back outside to Scarborough. Drives in, puts up the shot, and a charge call is going to be made on Brennan Scarborough. Checking into the game for Moreland, number 4, Nate Butts. Now Jerry Hernandez for three from the top of the key. The Hernandez brothers, the big men, with back-to-back threes with 4.5 left to play here first quarter. 6-0 the early lead for the Red Devils. Roper picks up his dribble in a bit of trouble. And a timeout on the floor with 4:14 to play. It's Texhoma 6, Moreland 0.
Every day someone needs me to fix the Wi-Fi, but they bought a router when I was 4. That's like 96 in router years. Watch this. Mom, don't you need my help?
Nope, we just got PTCI's whole home Wi-Fi. So now you have time to clean your room.
Ugh.
With PTCI's whole home Wi-Fi, you get hassle-free, worry-free Wi-Fi free for 3 whole months.
Go to PTCI.net or call 800-562-2556.
And we are back. Mentioned some of the area girls scores, their games, district champions. Boys City wins the Class B championship that was played over at Beaver over Tyrone, 52-45. Goodwill girls fall to Arnett, who I believe might be number 1 in Class B, 66-18. They'll still advance to regional on the losers bracket side. Forgan wins their district over Buffalo, 39-33. And Laverne falls to Woodland in Class A, 42-36. And they'll advance as well. Cronister baseline. Pittman's shot blocked by Joe Hernandez. Ball out of bounds. Last touch by Moreland. And back over to Texhoma. Good defense there by the Red Devils. Also, Balco girls defeat Medford 69-15 to win their district championship. A lot of Panhandle teams winning. Joe Hernandez gathers it back in, splits the defenders, and a travel call made. We'll try to get you some of the early boys scores as well as they come in. Roper will walk it up for the Bearcats. Splits the defenders, and an offensive foul is going to be called on White. That will be his first, team second. Brennan Scarborough checks back in, this time for White, with 3:36 left in the first quarter. Moreland still looking for their first score. Moreland's girls had the same trouble against Texhoma's boys yesterday as they went over 12 minutes without a basket. Down low, Jerry Hernandez with the turnaround, no good. Elliott with the rebound. Gets it inside to Jerry Hernandez. Can't get the shot to go, but he does draw the foul. Foul will be on Butts. That'll be his first, team's third foul. So Jerry Hernandez at the line. First free throw is up and good. 3:20 on the clock here in the first quarter. Sinks the second as well. The Hernandez brothers have all 8 points in this game. It's now 8-0 in favor of the Red Devils. Roper into the lane, puts up the floater. Can't get it to drop in. Pittman had it momentarily, but Joe Hernandez steals it away. Leaves it for Elliott. Elliott finds a gap in the lane. Hesitation. Pittman with the block. Up ahead to Brennan Scarborough. Now Butts left open at the free throw line. He drains it. The Moreland Bearcats are on the board with 2.5 left to play here in the first quarter. Garay with the ball out front. Keenan now comes off the screen. He'll back out to Elliott. Elliott looks to drive, kicks it baseline. Jerry Hernandez draws a foul. Can't get the shot to go, but will go to the line for two. Two players there. They'll call that one on Pittman. That will be his first, team's fourth. And it will be Jerry Hernandez back at the line. Gets the shooter's roll on the first. Couple of subs come in for Texhoma. A sophomore, number 12, Grayson McGlasson. And also number 30, a junior, Johnny Martinez. Second free throw is good as well, 10-2. All 10 points still from the Hernandez brothers. For Texoma, Roper across the timeline. Gets it off to Brennan Scarborough. Oh, tipped away and a steal by Elliott. They've got numbers in transition. Takes it up left-handed and lays it up and in. Elliott puts them up by 10, 12-2, with under 2 to play in the first quarter. Roper with the ball, gets it to Butts at the high post. Dribbles in, takes the shot at the free throw line, no good. Joe Hernandez with the rebound. Turns around, dribbles it across midcourt, over to Jerry Hernandez. Baseline, gets it back to Joe. No good on the shot. Pittman with the rebound. Gets it safely to Roper, who will bring it up. Races across midcourt into the lane, kicks it out. Brandon Scarborough for three, no good. Rebound by Elliott. Brings it across midcourt. Joe Hernandez with it up top. They'll leave him open. He'll take another one. Gets his second three to go. 15-2. Under a minute left to play in the first quarter. So 3 threes for Texoma in this first quarter, all of them by their two big men. Cronister with a nice drive, can't finish. Pittman with the putback. 15-4, 40 seconds left. McGlasson at the point, over to Elliott. Dumps it over a lob to Joe Hernandez. He'll be called for the travel. Ball back over to Moreland. A junior number 13, Raul Reza, checks in for Texoma. 25.8 left. Cronister with the ball. 20 seconds on the clock. Cronister fades off at the free throw line, no good. Pittman with the rebound, hands it off to Roper, who takes it in right-handed, no good. Rebound by Reza. 10 seconds across into the lane, pulls up for the short jumper, left it short. Rebound by Butts, gets it off quickly to Cronister, up to Roper, takes the three, no good. And at the end of 1 quarter of play, Texoma leads Moreland 15-4. And we are back, just about ready to start the second quarter. Early returns from around the area. In Class A, Laverne leads Cherokee in their district championship 11-4 at the end of one quarter of play. Forgan and Buffalo tied up at 11 in the second quarter. Timberlake leads Balco 19-14. And that's all we have for now. No score from Tyrone Boys City yet. Cronister leaves it for Brennan Scarborough. Gets it over to Roper baseline. He'll dribble in, dumps it off to Pittman. Blocked, though, by Joe Hernandez. Butts picks up the loose ball. That one loose again. Long pass ahead to Elliott, who puts it up, and he draws a foul. Nice pass there by Reza. That's going to be called on Cronister. That's his first foul. Moreland been called for 5 fouls now, but they have spread them out. Nobody with more than one. First free throw up and good by Elliott. Texoma making these free throws count early on. Joe Hernandez will sit as Jerry Hernandez will take his spot. And sinks them both. Garay will check back into the game for Elliott. 17-4, now the lead for the Red Devils. Cronister walks it up for the Bearcats. Butts at the high post will come out, goes the opposite of the screen into the corner. Brennan Scarborough leaves it for Roper, who drives, passes inside to Butts, puts it up and in, draws a foul. He'll go to the line for the and one. Looks like they're going to call that one on Garay. That will be his first, team's second foul. So Butts at the line for the and one. In and out, rebounded by Jerry Hernandez. 17-6 now the score. Ball on the wing to McGlasson. Now to Reza. Opposite wing to Garay. Back up top to Martinez. He'll take the three. No good. Pittman with the rebound. Cronister with it out front. Gives it off to Brennan Scarborough. Now Roper with the drive in the lane. Puts up the crazy shot there. No good. Jerry Hernandez with the rebound. Garay at the point. High post to Jerry Hernandez. Turns around, puts up the shot, no good. Roper with the rebound. He'll hand it off to Cronister. Gets a screen from Butts, pulls up just inside the three-point line. Roper with the rebound and the putback up and underneath. 17-8 with 6:15 to play here in the first half. McGlasson back to Jerry Hernandez. Dumps it down. Raise a shot blocked by Brennan Scarborough. Skip pass to Roper. Into the lane, back outside. Scarborough for three. Off the back iron, long rebound. Grabbed there by Reza. Timeout on the floor, 5:41 left to play here in the first half. It's Texoma 17, Moreland 8.
Introducing PTCI's new totally unlimited bundle. Save up to $45.95 per month on your PTCI bill. Now get the best of both worlds with unlimited cellular data and unlimited gig speed fiber internet. No cap.
No cap.
Now, work, play, stream, and game with PTCI's totally unlimited bundle. Sign up today at your local PTCI store or call 800-562-2556.
Some restrictions apply.
And we are back. So as we mentioned, both of these teams will advance to regional. The double elimination into Oklahoma. In fact, Moreland will get a chance to play on their home court. Ball will belong to Texhoma with a 9-point lead. Elliott with the ball. Cross midcourt against man pressure. Now he'll go baseline with it. Has it knocked out of his hands and out of bounds, but a good take by Elliott. Inbounding underneath. Oh, ball intercepted. Brennan Scarborough with it, takes it to the hoop. And a block foul will be called on Garay. That will be his second. Third team foul. Scarborough at the line. And he gets that one to rattle home. McGlasson will check into the game for Garay, who will sit out with those 2 fouls. Scarborough misses the second. Rebound by Joe Hernandez. Long pass ahead to McGlasson. Breaks it up. No good, but he does draw the foul. That one's going to be on Scarborough, and that will be his second. Team's 6th foul. A quick transition there by Texoma forced that turnover. So McGlasson at the line for 2 shots. Makes, no, in and out. Misses that first. Checking in will be number 0, Connor Scarborough. He'll check in for Brennan Scarborough. And McGlasson gets the second one to go. 18-9 now the lead for the Red Devils with 5:22 to play here in this first half. Roper across the timeline, gets a screen from Butts. Loses the ball though. Keenan comes away with it. All the way into the lane, knocked away from behind, gathers it back in, puts the shot up, no good. Elliott with the rebound. He'll pull out of the traffic out front as they'll reset their offense. Dumps it in to Joe Hernandez. Fadeaway shot is good over the top of Pittman, 20-9. Gronister out front with it. Drives left-handed, draws a foul. That's going to be on Keenan. That will be his first, team's 4th foul. 4:36 left in the half. 11-point lead for Texoma. Drive by Roper, puts up the right-handed shot, no good. Pittman, and they'll call Joe Hernandez for the foul. So inbound underneath, back outside to Roper. Connor Scarborough gets it to Cronister in the lane, dumps it off for Pittman, who lays it up and in. Nice ball movement, gets him an easy basket there, 20-11, 4:15 left in the half. Jerry Hernandez dumps it inside to Joe Hernandez. Puts it high off the glass, and he's going to get called for his second foul as Pittman able to defend well. The team's 6th foul. So Joe will take a seat. Reza checks into the game. 4 minutes left, halfway point of this second quarter. Texoma still with a 9-point lead. Roper brings it up. Picks up his dribble, gets it to Pittman. They get it to Butts on the block. Timeout on the floor. 3:42 left to play in the half. It's Texoma 20, Moreland 11.
Introducing PTCI's new totally unlimited bundle. Save up to $45.95 per month on your PTCI bill. Now get the best of both worlds with unlimited cellular data and unlimited gig speed fiber internet. No cap.
No cap.
Now, work, play, stream, and game with PTCI's totally unlimited bundle. Sign up today at your local PTCI store or call 800-562-2556.
Some restrictions apply.
So both teams back out on the floor, out of the timeout. Moreland ball. They trail by 9. Cronister inbounds it to Connor Scarborough. Inside the butts, knocked away though by Reza. Ball will stay with Moreland. Gets it into Roper safely. Roper into the lane, and he'll be called for the travel. Ball back over to Texhoma. White will check in. 3:32 left in the half. Elliott brings it up for the Red Devils. McGlasson dumps it inside. Jerry Hernandez with the quick baseline move. 22-11. That was an impressive offensive move there. 3:15 left in the half. Passing the lane to Butts. Tried to dump it down low to White. Gathers it in, puts it up, and that one goes over the backboard. Back over to Texhoma. Elliott brings it up, under 3 to play here in the half. Over to Keenan. Keenan looks to drive. Now back outside to Reza, now over to Elliott. Drives in the lane, puts up the floater, banks it up and in. Went in there with the trees and put it up and in, 24-11. 2.5. Roper with the ball out front. Pittman at the high post. Tried to get it to Butts. Butts barely gathers it in, but gets it to White for the lay-in. 24-13. Keenan out front with it. Leaves it for Elliott. Now Jerry Hernandez. Reza to McGlasson. Now to Keenan. Ball tipped away momentarily by White, but Keenan grabs it back, gets it back out front to Elliott. Elliott pulls up free throw line, no good. Rebound by White, and that's going to be a foul on Reza. And that will put Moreland in the bonus with 1:42 left in the half, as that is the 7th team foul. So Cooper White at the line for the 1-and-1. Two starters with 2 fouls for Texhoma. As White makes the first, so he'll get one more. With 1:42 left in the half, Brennan Scarborough, one of the only player with 2 fouls for Moreland. In and out on the second. Long rebound. Grabbed by Keenan across the timeline. Leaves it outside for McGlasson. Coach Higgins calls out the play he wants. Over to Elliott. Ball on the wing to McGlasson. Now to Elliott. As Roper went for the steal, he'll pull up at the free throw line. No good. Pittman with the rebound. Gets it off to Roper. Quickly up ahead. Cronister pulls up from 7 feet, 5 to 7 feet, sinks it 24-16 with 1 minute left in the half. Elliott with the ball on the left wing. Now McGlasson over to Keenan. Dives in the lane, finds a gap. They'll say a foul on the floor. And that is going to be on Butts. That will be his second. So both teams now with 2 starters with 2 fouls. And that will put Texhoma in the bonus. So Derek Keenan will be at the line. Checking in for Butts will be number 0, Connor Scarborough. Keenan sinks the front end of the 1-and-1. 45.9 seconds left to play here in the half. Misses the second. Rebound by White. 25-16 now the lead for Texoma. White looks to drive, backs out, lost control of it, and out of bounds. Back over to Texoma. Coach Bates not happy with that. McGlasson. Over to Keenan. Now to Jerry Hernandez. Reza with it now. 15 seconds on the clock. Gets it to Elliott. Clock now at 10. High post to Reza. Faces up, back outside. Elliott, top of the key, 3, no good. Ball loose on the floor, and that is the half. The Texoma Red Devils lead the Moreland Bearcats 25-16. We'll be back with the second half. And we are back, just a little bit of time away from the start of the second half. We'll go over the individual points. Texoma leading 25-16. They've got the top 3 scorers in the game right now as Jerry Hernandez, sophomore post with 9 points. 6 of that came off of a pair, well actually one of those, 3 of that came off of a 3 in the first quarter, and then his brother Joe Hernandez with 8 points, and he had 2 threes as well. Carson Elliott with 6 points. Derek Keenan and Grayson McGlasson each with 1. For Moreland, Nate Butts off the bench and Grayson Pittman, one of the starters, with 4 points each. Cooper White with 3, Stetson Roper with 2, David Cronister with 2, and Brennan Scarborough with 1. Foul situation, Joe Hernandez and Jose Garay with 2 apiece for Texoma. For Moreland, it's Brennan Scarborough and Nate Butts with 2 apiece. So both teams now getting final instructions before we get going here in the second half. Checking in on the score, Laverne now leads Cherokee 27-14 in the third quarter. Balco is trailing Timberlake 33-28. Goodwell leads Winoka 30-16 at half. And now Buffalo leads Forgan 26-22 in the third quarter. Tyrone beating Boise City 25-24. So here we go with the second half. Texoma with the lead and possession of the ball. Garay gets it to Elliott. Elliott gets a screen, drives, puts up the floater, can't get it to drop in somehow. Ball bounces around. Jerry Hernandez with it, kicks it out. Garay from the wing 3, no good. Butts with the rebound. Cronister brings it up for the Bearcats. Now over to White. White looks to drive. Banks it up and in. 25-18. Now the score. Garay over to Keenan. Now Joe Hernandez with it up top. Pittman guarding tightly. Back to Garay. Now Elliott with it. Gets it to Joe Hernandez. Into Jerry Hernandez. Misses the shot. Elliott with the ball. Gets it to White. Now Roper with it. Brings it across the timeline. Ball almost stolen away. Keeps possession, though. Tipped away by Keenan out to Cronister, who grabs it right at the midcourt stripe. Now over to White. Butts with it. Gets it into Pittman. Tipped away, though. As Joe Hernandez tipped that one away. Jerry Hernandez with it. Back outside to Elliott. Fake. Back at the free throw line. Back outside to Garay. They'll set their offense. Deep 3. Left it short. Butts with the rebound. Cronister gives it off to White. He'll take the top of the key 3. No good. Roper tried to save it from going out of bounds. Couldn't. Ball back over to Texoma. Johnny Martinez checks back in. Martinez with the ball on the wing. Jerry Hernandez over to Garay. Gets a screen from him. Joe Hernandez for 3. No good. Rebounded by Cronister. Cross midcourt. Through the lane to Butts. Across over to Pittman. High off the backboard and in. 25-20. Moreland continues to cut into this lead. As we said before, they are a team that kind of been Jekyll and Hyde this year, a 13-9 record. They've beaten some very good teams. Jerry Hernandez dives inside, puts up the floater, gets it to drop in. 27-20, 4:45. White with it up top, over to Butts. Back to White in the lane, gets it to Pittman, knocked away though. Long pass ahead to Elliott, lays it up and in. Beautiful transition offense, 29-20. 4:20 to play here in the third. Roper at the point. Now White with it. Into the post to Pittman, double team blocked. Joe Hernandez with the block. Garay up ahead to Elliott. Euro steps in the lane, missed the shot. Ball loose, grabbed by Hernandez. Joe kicks it back outside. Three-pointer up, no good. Elliott tried to rebound, had it poked away. It will stay with the Red Devils. Long pass out front to Garay. Now over to Elliott. Garay on the opposite wing. They're double teaming Joe Hernandez, wide open at the top of the key. Martinez says, "They'll leave me wide open. I'll hit the three." 32-20 now. 3.5 to play here in the third. White over to Roper. Roper with the drive. Jump step, puts it up off the glass, no good. That's going to be a foul on Pittman. That will be Pittman's second foul. McGlasson checks back into the game for Texhoma. 3 to play here in the third. As Texoma has built this back up to a double-digit lead. Glasson dumps it down to Jerry Hernandez, and a foul will be called. That'll be on White, his second. Baseline jumper. Elliott lets the defender pass and puts it up and in. 34-20 now the lead. White with the ball. Into the corner to Roper. Three-pointer by White from the top of the key. Joe Hernandez with the rebound. McGlasson up to Martinez. Back around to Elliott on the opposite side. Drives in, lets the defender pass, takes the short jumper. Missed it, gets his own rebound though. And that will be a foul. They'll call that one on Roper, his first. Team's third. Brennan Scarborough will check into the game. Pass into Jerry Hernandez, saves it from going out of bounds to Joe Hernandez. Drives, had it taken away momentarily, puts it up and draws a foul. They'll call that one on Pittman, his third, fourth team foul. So Joe Hernandez at the line, makes the first. Gets the shooter's roll on the second one, 36-20 now the lead. 2 minutes left here in the second quarter, or third quarter. Roper with the ball. Guarded tightly there by McGlasson. Almost a steal by Jerry Hernandez. Butts misses the shot. Banked it off the backboard trying to get it. Let's see what they call. Jump ball. Arrow points in favor of the Bearcats. They'll keep possession. Roper leaves it outside for Cronister. Looked at the three, passed it up over to Scarborough. Now to Roper. Pittman at the high post. Pulls up, no good. Ball knocked around, and they'll say last touch by Texoma. It'll stay with Moreland. 1:35 on the third quarter clock. Roper with it on the wing. Now to Pittman at the high post. Hands it off to Scarborough. Back outside to Cronister. Loses control of it. Elliott now with it. Takes it up left-handed, draws contact. No good on the shot, but he does draw the foul. That will be number 2 on Cronister, his 5th. So 2 shots for Elliott. Makes the first. Reza and Keenan return to the game. Misses the second. Rebound, though, by Hernandez, who puts it up and in. Joe Hernandez, 39-20, with just over a minute left here in the third. Is just a little while ago, Moreland was within 5. They try to get it back to Pittman on the block, puts it up, and banks it up and in. 39-22, under a minute left here in the third. Elliott back outside to Reza. Keenan with it, kind of a dangerous pass there. Now over to McGlasson. Pulls up baseline, no good, left it short. Pittman with the rebound, 30 seconds left. Cronister brings it across the timeline. Drives all the way in, Euro step, kind of an awkward shot. Not what he wanted. Joe Hernandez with the rebound. Coach Higgins calling them to hold for 1 shot. 12 on the clock. Elliott comes off the screen, splits the defenders, lays it off the glass, no good, punches it away, gets it back, puts up the 3 at the buzzer, no good. We head to the fourth quarter. It's Texoma 39, Moreland 22. Here we go with the fourth quarter of play. Texoma leading 39-22. Checking in on some other scores. Timberlake up on Balco, 44-38. Laverne up on Cherokee 34-18. Forgan now leading Buffalo. Jerry Hernandez goes the hole, has his shot blocked there by Butts. Forgan leading Buffalo 42-39. And Tyrone now leading Boys City 39-26. Oh, backdoor pass. McGlasson lays it up and in and gets fouled. He'll go to the line for the and one. And that is going to be number 3 on Brennan Scarborough. So McGlasson can't convert. Roper with the rebound. 41-22 now. And one other scorer, Goodwell leading Winoka. Last we had was halftime 30-16. Roper in the lane. Can't get the shot to go. Joe Hernandez tips it outside to McGlasson for the rebound. Elliott leaves it for Martinez, who leaves it for Keenan, drives, kick, pass intercepted by Pittman. Gives it off quickly to Cronister, up to Roper. And that's going to be a foul on Elliott, his second. Team's second foul. All inbounded safely to Pittman out front. He'll get it to Scarborough, back to Cronister off the screen. He'll put up the top of the key three, nothing but net. 41-25, 7 minutes still to play. Elliott will walk it up. Keenan over to Jerry Hernandez, over to Elliott. Now McGlasson with it. High post to Martinez. Gives it back to McGlasson. Puts up the floater, banks it up and in. 43-25 with 6.5 to play. Keenan went for the steal. Missed that one as Roper comes across midcourt. Leaves it for Scarborough. Back to Roper. Comes off the screen. Inside to Pittman. And they'll call the foul. Looks like that'll be on Martinez. That will be his first. Team's second. Misses the first. Pittman does. Joe Hernandez and Jose Garay return to the game for the Red Devils. So Pittman's second free throw is up. No good. Butts had it momentarily, but Garay passes it ahead to Elliott, who lays it off the glass. And fantastic transition offense makes this a 20-point game, 45-25. Roper, baseline shot is good, 45-27. Garay quickly across midcourt, pass across the lane, and a hard hit there by Brennan Scarborough. That will be his fourth, team seventh. So Garay at the line for the 1-and-1. First free throw up and good. That was the 8th team foul on Moreland. And Garay sinks them both back to a 20-point game. Scarborough will bring it up. Over to Cronister. They'll double team him. Looking to trap. Gets the baseline to Pittman. Back out front to Roper. Now back to Cronister. Roper in the lane, puts up the shot. It's good. 47-29. Up to Joe Hernandez. Dumps it down low to Keenan. Blocked by Butts. Butts with the ball. He'll let everybody clear. Gets it over to Roper. Dumps it into Pittman, but he's double teamed. Ball out of bounds and back over to Texhoma. 5 minutes left here in the district championship. Texhoma with a big lead. Garay across midcourt. Nobody stops him. He takes it to the hoop. A lot of contact, no call. Back outside, Elliott with the ball. Keenan back up top to Jerry Hernandez, now over to Elliott. Elliott back outside to Garay. High post to Joe Hernandez, faces up, hands it off to Keenan. Back to Garay. Poked away from behind by Cronister. They'll say he hit him on the arm, though. That'll be his third. Team's 9th foul. So Garay back at the line. McGlasson will come in for Keenan. In and out on the free throw. Scarborough with the rebound. Dives inside, tried to dump it off to Pittman. Can't handle it. Joe Hernandez with the rebound. Now Elliott with it out top. Little hesitation now, gets it back outside to Garay. Under the midway point of this fourth quarter. Joe Hernandez looked at the three, passes it up, gets it off to Elliott. Underneath to Garay, was wide open, but ball went off his fingertips and out of bounds. 3:37 left to play. Scarborough trying to get it, gets it to Pittman on the block. Goes baseline side, in and out on the shot, gets his own rebound. And then Joe Hernandez will be called for the foul as he tried to put it up and in. That's his third. Team's third foul of the half. So Pittman at the line for 2 shots. Can't get that first one to roll in. Laverne has defeated Cherokee 38-20 to win their district championship. Balco falls to Timberlake 45-39. They'll advance. They'll be at Beaver, or not at Beaver, they'll be, I'm not sure where they'll be. They're on the bottom half of that Class B bracket. They put some of the Panhandle teams there. McGlasson gets it to Elliott. 17-point lead for Texhoma. McGlasson pulls up, hits the jumper from 15 feet. 49-30 with 3 to play. Scarborough pulls up for the jumper, hits it. 49-32. Looking to trap Elliott, able to beat it. He's got a lot of quickness. He'll pull it back out front. They'll look to trap. Gets it over to McGlasson. Open on the backside. Jerry Hernandez as Joe Hernandez hits him for the layup. 51-32, 2.5 to play. Scarborough. Baseline jumper, no good. Rebound on the backside by Elliott. Elliott with the beautiful hesitation and take, lays it up and in. Timeout on the floor with 1:57 to play. Texhoma leads Moreland 53-32.
Every day someone needs me to fix the Wi-Fi, but they bought a router when I was 4. That's like 96 in router years. Watch this. Mom, don't you need my help?
Nope, we just got PTCI's whole home Wi-Fi. So now you have time to clean your room.
Ugh.
With PTCI's whole home Wi-Fi, you get hassle-free, worry-free Wi-Fi free for 3 whole months.
Go to PTCI.net or call 800-562-2556.
So several subs in. Number 24, Evan Sampson. Connor Scarborough back into the game. Number 22, Caden Overton. As well as number 13, Tegan Gullick. Shot up, no good. Rebounded on the backside. Number 5, Crosby Cartwright, a freshman. Up ahead, Garay lays it up and in. Beautiful pass from McGlasson. Also in for the first time for Texhoma. Went for the steal there, drive in. Dumps it off, ball batted around, shot up, no good. And the rebound made, long pass out to McGlasson. He'll take it up left-handed, lays it up and in. Timeout on the floor, 3 more subs come in for Texhoma. Number 21, Diego Hernandez. Number 15, Andrew Montgomery, a senior. He made that rebound earlier. Number 3, Nicholas Seville, also in the game. And number 13, Jarius Guthrie, he's a freshman. Shot missed, put back up by Scarborough, no good. 55.2 seconds left. Foul will be called on Seville. No good on the first free throw. And now checking in, a freshman, number 10, Aiden Winters. Rebound by Montgomery. Long pass ahead to Guthrie. Now ball down low, back outside. Shot is up and good by Crosby Cartwright. 60-32 now, under 40 seconds to play. White with it, looks to drive, and a foul call. They'll call that on Cartwright, his first foul. And Diego Hernandez checks back in. Passed into the corner. Gullick back outside, now drive by Overton. And basket up and good, 60-34. Under 20 seconds. Guthrie, ball tried to pass inside, knocked away by White. Sampson will bring it up, under 10 seconds to play. Ball over to White, takes the deep 3. It's good with 2 seconds on the clock. And that is the ball game. The Texoma Red Devils are district champs. They defeat the Moreland Bearcats 60-37. We're going to have the trophy presentation here for the district championship here in a moment. Of course, both of these teams, as we mentioned, will advance to the regional. And I believe Moreland will be playing on their home floor. As both of these teams will head to Moreland for their regional. Moreland will play either OBA or Frontier.
Hosted next week. They're in Moreland. And your District 3 champions are the Texoma Red Devils.
The Texoma Red Devils claim their district championship. They'll move on the winner's side of the bracket. As they head on to Moreland, they'll play at 8 o'clock on Thursday.
For the District 3 tournament.
The Bearcats will play at 3 o'clock on Thursday. So, like I said, both of them advanced. Just the elimination bracket's a little harder. So, hey, we thank everybody for joining us who tuned in these last 2 days to watch this district tournament. Next week, Thursday, our plan is we will be planning to film in Beaver. Of course, the OSSA has to approve that. So, but that is the plan, to be there for all 4 games that involve Class B Panhandle teams. So afternoon session and evening session. So thanks to everybody for joining us. Good night from Texhoma.